So I debated how I was going to start this video. It's not a bad, well, it's not great. We got some pretty crazy wind there start of the week. Not even crazy wind. We had gusts of wind that were crazy. Anyways, there's been a few videos before where I had showed off my building a little bit, and let me just cut right to the chase. I gotta get back. Start here. This is my building. That's where it's supposed to be, and all this garbage is supposed to come out. So my building, as I've said in the last video, came in a box. I assembled it, thought it was great. It's basically a big steel shed that you anchor to the concrete. I anchored to the concrete, and the anchors in the concrete did not hold it. Granted, I did not have my garage doors on because those are on back order, unfortunately, which really messed things up. And the wind happened to come the right way, but it ripped anchor bolts right out. So that gets me into a spiel about this building and my insurance company. So essentially, we'll start with the building. It came in a box, assembled it as per the instructions, fastened it to the concrete pad as they stated, and it obviously was not enough. I fully intended on doing a lot more reinforcement. The wind happened to come before I was able to get to that, and now I have a building that is 10 feet further back than it should be, and about 3 feet to the left, and a bunch of structural damage. So that is very, very disappointing, and my project today is to try to get everything back in place, which then leads me to my next thing to talk about, which is my insurance company. This is not a bashing video by any means, because realistically, I pay for what I have coverage for, and I do have coverage on my outbuildings, and my old building that used to be here would have been totally fine under my insurance policy. One thing I didn't realize, and it'd be worth checking and reading the fine print on your insurance policies, is with my company that I'm insured with, who were great to deal with. Everybody was very professional, very nice and polite, and a little apologetic, but because this building's over 1,000 square feet, there needs to be a separate section on my policy claiming this on my policy, which I did not have. So yeah, needless to say, my building that I put up, fastened the way it was supposed to be fastened, and did everything that the instructions on the assembly said to be done, is not covered under my insurance policy, which really, really sucks, because I do have some structural bends here, which, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fix that. The back corner is totally, I can only imagine the noise this thing made when it bent, but look at that. Holy lifting that, that was supposed to be straight at one point. All the way up, all the way across, boo. This, oh no, she's kinked. This whole back wall of the building is going to be rebuilt. At least it's the gable end. It's the gable end of my building, and not a lot of structural weight there. So I'm going to rip out all that old metal stuff, and I'm going to be stick framing the way I originally wanted to put in front of it, but now it's just going to be the actual main carrying wall. The roof itself is actually still straight, which is a big plus. Oh, excuse me. It's straight. There's no real big kinks or anything. There's a little bit of a bend, but that'll be fixed once I get this thing pulled forward, which will then lead to my next project. Getting this 3,500 pound building back onto the slab straight, level, so I can start rebuilding and fixing it. So what I'm starting with today is I'm going to be every 5 foot section or 8 foot section of the steel structure on this place is going to be getting strapping. It's going to be X-brace. I'm going to brace the ever-living daylights out of it, so I can then use the winch on one of my trailers to hopefully pull it forward while I still have some rollers underneath, and it's going to be a whole thing. So I have no idea how it's gonna go. First I gotta start with cleaning up. Like I had stuff blown over my yard. I had stuff in here. Luckily nothing got damaged. The stuff that was in the building didn't get damaged. My tractor wasn't in here, which was nice. But like I have the wood chipper, box blade, my lawnmower, all that stuff is in here and it was not damaged. My golf clubs, and so it gives me an excuse to buy new golf clubs for next season. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be my project for this beautiful Saturday morning, because apparently we have more high winds coming on Monday. And as luck would have it, they are basically the exact same winds that we had last Monday when it moved my building. And they're coming at the exact same direction at the exact same time, give or take a few minutes. So yeah, let's see how we get along. Yeah, follow. All right, I spent the morning, I didn't really video it because it's boring work, but bracing the crap out of my building. Lots of braces, lots of braces. Didn't do this one, that one yet, because I'm gonna try to put a trailer in here to anchor my building too, because I'm not gonna get my concrete anchors in. Anyways, keep bracing all the way across. Started doing some of the ceiling. I got my dump trailer, or my roll-off bin trailer winch, hooked up to a bunch of anchor points. I'll go in there and back out to my trailer. Basically, I have slowly pulling this building back to the slab. So when I look at the building from the front, it blew off the slab probably 2 feet to the left. So I got to pull it back to the right. And then once it's on the slab that way, I got to pull it towards my yard. So anyways, that's what I've kind of been working on the last hour. I'm gonna set my camera up and see if I got some sections you can see right here. 8 inches, 12 inches away, and I got about 2 feet, or 2 feet. Actually, no, it'd be about 2 feet on that far end. So gonna try to get this section up, and then I can readjust everything to focus on pulling the front 20 feet onto the building. Hopefully this goes smoothly. I'm getting to a point where I don't know if this is gonna pop up or not. We'll find out. All right, we're gonna go a little bit more. Get the camera turned around here. All right, so I got the winch going to the trailer. Let's give it a couple pulls. It's gonna be lots of noise. Quite a bit of tension build up. Ooh, scary. Oh. Okay, I see you. I see a shift. Something that's... Oh boys, this is gonna be quite the little rebuild. Place is a mess. Massive mess. A massive mess. Let's see if I can get that. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. At this point, I'm not even worried about damage. Insurance doesn't cover me anyway, so I'm gonna be rebuilding a lot of this structure, unfortunately. Get that in there. Hopefully, it's gonna be tight, but hopefully that'll start pulling itself. This will start pulling up onto the foundation once the tension gets tight enough. Oh, knew that was gonna happen. Actually, I forgot that it was gonna happen. Look at that point. Let's try another section. That's not. Oh, baby. Look, it's ripping my steel and everything. Oh, Lord. Oh. All right, let's get out of the way of any potential pops, bangs, and booms. Let's see what happens. You can see the 2x4s popping up here. That's not gonna work out the way I want. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to hook the truck onto the trailer because the tractor doesn't have enough weight to keep her in place.